increasing numbers of students are going to university instead of working at high school. So instead of working after high school. So after high school, increasing number of students are going to universities. So in the past, there were more number of students who took up job after their high schools. But right now, we can see more and more students continuing their studies, acquiring university degrees. So this is the new trend. What do you think are the benefits? What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages for young people who do this? For young people who do this. So it is for the candidates. It is not for the society. It is for the candidates who pursue their studies. What are the advantages? And what are the disadvantages? This is what we have seen. The question is, you can say, objectively, you have to frame the advantages. Objectively, you have to frame the disadvantages. You don't say any personal things there. If you see some advantage, then you can say this is advantage. You can point out that this is advantage. If you see some disadvantage, you can say that is exactly the disadvantage there. So you are not going to say again a personal opinion here. So you are just discussing the disadvantages. You are just discussing the advantage of this particular phenomenon with that particular trend. The trend is most students, more and more students are continuing their college studies after their high school. They used to work in some companies or some firms or organizations before. Right now, they are not. They are working in, no, so right now they are continuing their studies at universities. So this is the changed trend. We have to address the topic, and we have to say that there are advantages and disadvantages in the introduction, and that's exactly we have done there. What are the advantages and disadvantages? That's all. So the first sentence, we have reproduced the topic. It is here, the matter is here. I have reproduced it. Nothing else. So it has more, a little bit more clarity, that's it. But I can say definitely it is not a copy of the question. The second sentence, I have said that as a coin has two sides, the trend also has some advantages and disadvantages. So it is clear there. So what the two sentences say, the two sentences addresses the topic, and they said advantages and disadvantages are there. So we have introduced the topic. Now I'm expecting the advantages are given there. Expecting the advantages of this particular phenomenon. When a high school student decides to study further in a tertiary level, he can upgrade his knowledge level in the way which he desires, and in future he is most likely to assume his dream career. So this is the advantage. If he wants to take up a job of his own wish, his own desire, he needs to upgrade his knowledge in that way. So he can get his dream job. Example is given if a candidate wants to work as a doctor or engineer or someone else. He needs to enroll as a medical student or an engineering student at a reputed university. If you want to work as a doctor, you need to go to a medical college and study medicine. If you want to go work as an engineer, you need to go and study in an engineering college, acquire a degree, and then only you can work. So if you want to choose a career, so this won't be possible if you take up the job directly. Indirectly, it shows that this is the benefit of taking up a university education directly after the work or after the high school. Number two, another benefit of continuing studies is that the candidate can opt for a career of higher remuneration. You can say that people will be having high paid salary. So salary is more there if you have a university degree. Most high paid jobs require a university degree. So if you don't have a university degree, you will be having less earnings. And naturally, acquiring such a degree is a requirement. It becomes a requirement. Okay. Now, finally, a university graduate has a higher social status. So if you have a degree, you'll be having a higher social status there. So we have three advantages mentioned here. Most candidates pursue their university studies foreseeing these benefits. I'm not telling all the candidates who are pursuing their university studies, seeing these things. Most of these people, some may pursue university studies to upgrade their knowledge. Some may study just for engaging their time. Some may study to enjoy the college life. So it is up to the students. But most of the candidates pursue their university studies. They see these benefits there. On the other hand, taking up a job directly after school enhances a person's self-sufficiency. So when you take a job directly after the high school, it enhances a person's self-sufficiency. How? To be clearer, an early exposure to work challenges and ability to manage life would increase an individual's confidence. Number one, early exposure to work challenges. Number two, ability to manage life. So this increases an individual's confidence level. The second merit is the experience he gains. Many such candidates get the opportunity to upgrade their skills and knowledge regarding the work at the real working atmosphere. So he will be getting exposure in a real working atmosphere. Experience will be there. Many companies are providing specialized courses for their staff. So if you are working in a company, you'll be getting specialized courses, some certificate programs, some diploma courses, or some other courses will be there. And this gives an opportunity to the staff to improve his ability, the productivity. At the same time, this helps him to acquire promotions too. The final merit is the financial benefit. The final merit is the financial benefit. You'll be getting the something related to money. And if a person delays to take up a job in his early life, he misses the aforementioned opportunities. So this is the turning point. This is the thing here I have mentioned, that if you are not going to take up a job early in your life, you won't be becoming self-sufficient, you won't be getting that much experience, you won't be getting that much financial benefits. So that naturally becomes the disadvantages of not taking up a job immediately after the high school. And if he is continuing the university studies, it's mentioned, the advantages of that thing is mentioned in the first paragraph. The advantages of taking up a job immediately after the school is mentioned here, and if he is not taking, so he misses these opportunities. So naturally this becomes the disadvantages of continuing university education. So to conclude, it's clear that a student's decision to acquire university degree instead of going to work directly has both merits and demerits. So that's it.